but I've got this new app on my phone that she's been using for a long time. I don't know how long, but long enough that that she's very familiar with it, and she gets really frustrated with me. It's called MyFitnessPal, and it's on my iPhone, and I know you can get it for any of your droids or whatever. What's the other one? Androids.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it's really slick because it basically takes your resting metabolic rate based upon your age and activity level and weight and height and all these different things, and it's fairly accurate. I've had a really comprehensive test done before on it. And it's pretty close. And most of them use the same metrics and everything. And then you essentially type in there things that you eat, but it's not the old school type in things. It's like if you have a barcode for something, you can scan that barcode and it pulls it up, tells you everything about that product. And you can say, oh, I had 1 serving, or I had 5 servings, or whatever you have. And you can have common foods, like if you always have a certain breakfast or always have a certain coffee or whatever, it goes into another category that's your common foods or your favorites or whatever. And that way, you just basically, it tells you, all the information you need to know, like your calorie allowance based upon your resting metabolic rate. And then if you say, I went for an easy run, and then it says, okay, at what mile pace, it has a bunch of selections there. And then you put that for 50 minutes. And then it says, okay, your allotment of calories goes up to this. Now, and it's slick. So at the end of it all, it's like at the end of the day, I can look at it and go, wow, I have 1,500 calories still to go, and I start looking at brownies and things like that. But it just keeps it at home. It's not that big a deal. I'm really good at when I'm at home, but it's when you go out and you go out someplace and you have, 7 pieces of pizza and a beer or whatever. It's just like, oh, that throws everything off.
And how do you calculate that? There's no bar can.
Well, there are things in there, but you just sometimes you go, oh, I'm just going to have this, and you think, oh, I'm sure it's fine. And it's that ambiguous thing that we all sell ourselves on, that we try to justify everything. And I just won't eat as much tomorrow, or this is okay. I worked hard today, and so
you
forth.
Can't carry over lost calories the next day, or.
It's not like shared minutes. It's not like...
No, you can't do that.
Just, you didn't eat all that, I'll eat the rest.
If you like endurance sports, you'll love the Endurance Hour podcast. You can find weekly episodes on iTunes and Stitcher Smart Radio. Be sure to like and follow us on Facebook and Twitter, keyword Endurance Hour. Email any questions, comments, or topic suggestions to endurancehour@gmail.com, and leave us a voicemail anytime at 720-295-9890.